You met the people there yet?
So I had to just let this be seen. See God at work. I have Do Not Disturb on my phone. As you can see, this is my screen right now. I was just doing a live. In the middle of the live, you can see I'm going to where I'm doing the live at. You see the video processing? That's the live I was just in. And you need some love and care. That amazing voice you hear is Dave Tone. And I watched him sing this song maybe 5, maybe 10 minutes before I decided to do a live. And in the middle of the live, it just started randomly playing. As you can see, it's not showing anywhere that it's playing on the phone. I pressed nothing. And this is not coming from anywhere but in the phone. It's coming from the phone. This is where it was at. See him? That's him right there. You see when I went there, it stopped? Because I knew once I went there, it was going to stop. Thank you, brother. Let's watch him.
So, I'm going to try and sing. You've got a friend. When you're down and troubled and you need some love and care, and nothing is going right. Think of me, and soon I will be there to brighten up even your darkest night. You just call out my name, and you know wherever I am, I'll come running. So I'm gonna try.
That's just randomly. Follow him, people. I'm going to share. He has a few albums out.
Bring it down. Let that man.
Dave Tony. That's his brother. So you guys, I didn't tell this to, but I'll share this because I just shared it on my live. Is that we are brothers and sisters, not because we have the same dad, or because we have the same mother. Because my birth mother and his birth dad are brothers and sisters. And we grew up together because they both dropped us off at other relatives' house. And we grew up basically together because the other relatives congregated, literally, because they were part of the Jehovah's Witness organization. Often. That was the religion we was raised in. But his birth mother had several children. And this is his birth mother's, one of her other children here, Reese. So he has other siblings. My birth mother only had me, and we have no clue who my birth dad is. Although I read a text message yesterday that said, "Your heart is cold just like your dad." That's from a assumed cousin. I don't know if it was our real cousin or not, but she has like the boys spoiled her. the lady spoiled her, and then she just grew up with entitlement. That I have no idea what that is. What is that? What is that? You got in trouble and you had somebody to call to bail you out? What the fuck is that? Cause I never heard of that. I ain't experienced that. Not until I was way as an adult, and still, it's only one person maybe I could call for a bailout. So she's older than me, and she hadn't gotten it together yet. And it's like you had all this support, all this loving family. They fly you here, they fly you there. They taking care of you. You doing this, you doing that. Plus you got a steady income, and I'm still working on the steady income part. Okay. Now, even though her steady income is disability, still it's steady. You got something. You got a baseline. I ain't got no baseline. What you do when you got no baseline? You go to work, stuff happen. I ain't even talk about it. I worked since the age of 14, so it ain't because I don't want to. It's because life just been tossing me like a freaking, I don't know, like a leaf in the ocean. Tossing me. But it has tossed me to stable grounds now. And I appreciate it so much better than when I was younger and I got tossed to stable grounds. I got tossed to stable grounds before. But my young behind decided, let's get off this page. My young behind decided that I was going to invite the world in. Invite the world in. And when I invited the world in, it was not the right world. And they made my stable space unstable. And then I was running literally for the next 6 years. That was my first marriage, people. But and even after I got divorced in 2011. I haven't had stability since now. We're in 2024. You do the math. You do the math. So yeah, we have different lives. We have different lives. She didn't have those same challenges and those same issues. And I spoke, so my spirit already told me, like, be careful. And one of her guaranteed relatives told me, hell no, be careful. I'm gonna give you the lowdown on her. And I said, my spirit already told me, but thank you for your confirmation. And I had to let her be. And then when she started to get a little weird, I blocked her. And then I was going through my block. I didn't know that I could still get text messages after I blocked somebody. I didn't know the text messages still came through, but sat in a little area called blocked messages until yesterday. Kudos to Samsung for that, because sometimes you do want to see the messages, right? So I saw her message. That was her last message to me after I blocked her. You're just like your dad with a cold heart. And I'm just like, my who? I don't know that man. I don't know if that's my real dad. Like, I got a big nose like y'all, but and a big booty, but I got big booties on my mother's side of the family too. So is he really my dad? We will never know. Maybe we will know. I paid for a test and everything, people, and his jealous of a wife kept him from taking it, which is weird. I couldn't see myself loving a man and his child's mother or his child, possibly his child, coming to me and paying for a paternity test where I didn't even have to look at the person to find out whether.
You want me to bring a chair so you can do that?
I mean, if you want to.
At the grand chair?
Yeah, if you want to, you can. Thank you. I don't see myself doing that. That's not love. That's not love. But people do what they want to do, and she got in the way of that. I don't know what she thought, because I'm grown. I'm good. And honestly, that's his loss and her loss, because my loving self would have accepted her, accepted him, accepted their children, grandchildren, my maybe brothers and sisters, if he did turn out to be my dad, I would have accepted them and opened up my home to them to come visit, not to come live, but to come visit. And I would have been looking after them in their elderly years. But hey, they must have all of that taken care of, because guess who ain't doing it? Me. So, Valerie, that's what I got to say to you. And I don't even know his name. Buddha is what they call him. Hope y'all got all y'all affairs together. And whoever's handling it, well, they gonna handle it like how you handle people in your life. But I don't mean you, just because you handle people for a part of your life in a negative way doesn't mean you have to continue it. So the people who are in your life, handle them properly, you know, do better. And that's all I got to say about that. So I'm gonna get back to my YouTube, and I'll see y'all later.